was September 2008. Like most others, this is where we start. She was the only survivor of the 3 eggs. Sadly, her 2 siblings failed to develop. This is Amy, and we're about to see how has her life been, and how has she managed to survive to modern day. Let's see what has happened throughout this little girl's life. Now, one thing was already clear to Amy. The world she was in was both beautiful, however, it was also dangerous. Right off the bat, Amy already knew only the strongest will survive. Thankfully, her parents always looked out and provided for her. However, Amy also realized the world can be very dangerous. But Amy knew, as long as her parents were here, nothing could touch her. Until it was another peaceful morning, as usual. And being the young scoundrel she was, she always snuck off without her parents' permission. But then, she spots something. Amy gets closer to see what it is. It's a pile of bones. After examining it, it looks like this carcass is at least a few weeks old. Unfortunately for Amy, she has just stumbled upon a Carnotaurus, one of the most deadliest dinosaurs on this island. Amy runs as her little legs can take her. But the Carnotaurus is in hot pursuit. But as her parents fight the Carnotaurus, she spots another Carnotaurus. That's when, just as Amy thought her mother had everything under control, she gets shoved off. Her father was too busy with the other Carnotaurus. Poor young Amy. At such a young age, She thought her parents were invincible, but turns out they aren't. At first, Amy was in denial. She thought her mother was playing dead. But the reality is that she's gone. With that, her father instantly turns on his heel and decides to retreat. Amy still stares at her mother's lifeless body, not sure what to do. Amy doesn't want to leave her mother, but sadly her father has to, for the sake of her survival. Ever since, life has been very tough for poor young Amy and her father. Her father is falling into a deep depression, and Amy, she just doesn't know what to do without her mom. But the both of them, they at least have each other. And right now, her father vows to protect Amy from everything. Even if those things are harmless, he will make sure his daughter does not end up like his mate. Thankfully, her father has not lost all hope. He is still providing. He is still providing for her, all the while making sure other threats do not get any other ideas of making Amy into a meal. As long as her father stands, Amy will always be safe, hopefully, from any other threats. And she was. Over time, Amy soon... There she is. She is now a really tough and very vigilant female. Sadly, her father may not be here anymore, but now she has her own strength. Enough strength to scare off almost anything on this island. However, Amy is still in a dilemma. You see, being natural in nature, she needs a mate. Unfortunately, she's not had much luck lately. The males on the island, for some reason, deceive her, or just hate her. At this point, Amy, she's about ready to give up, because she's slowly starting to realize that, well, she will just be alone. Until it was just another morning as usual. She was sleeping in the field, as peaceful as can be. She gets up to go hunting. As usual, Amy locked eyes with her targets. But then... she's been shoved down. She gets up to face her competitor, but what she sees, she is shocked to her core. It hits home with her, quite literally. Amy has just been rammed by the same Carnotaurus that killed her mother all those years ago. However, it's also both of the Carnotauruses. Amy's trauma comes back and hits her in like a smack in the face. She doesn't know what to do. These two were powerful enough to defeat her mother, let alone her. Carnotaurus, she tries to fight back. But the Carnotaurus quickly overpowers her. Unfortunately, Amy, she is pinned down, and she's about to have her jugular ripped out. As she's about to be eaten alive, something shocking happens. The second Carnotaurus turns, and so does Amy, and they both spot another allosaurus, but it's a male. And he's got a good hold on the Carnotaurus' tail. Instead of retreating, this allosaurus charges the Carnotaurus back head on, and he grabs him by the neck. Seizing the opportunity, Amy gets up and decides to stand up for herself. Fueled by all kinds of revenge and rage, she easily dispatches this Carnotaurus. That's when it looks like the male is in trouble. The Carnotaurus looks like the tables have turned. The Carnotaurus makes the right decision and retreats. Amy is triumphant. She has done it. She has gotten revenge on the Who's who have killed her mother all those years ago. However, Amy now has a new thing to question about. This male allosaurus, why did he help her? And Amy, the male, and she actually managed to sniff each other. She's never been this close to a male before. Amy has just unknowingly met the love of her life. And ever since that day, these two were inseparable, and they could never be broken apart from one another. And this, it was not just the beginning of a friendship, but of something more. Something more great. And ever since that day, with Fujiwai by her side, and with Kenjai not too far behind, she is now in the happiest moment of her life. Amy couldn't have been happier. What started out as a terrible start is now turning out to be a lovely end. Or maybe something beginning of even more beautiful. Only time can tell from here. But for now, Amy has everything she could ever need.